All right, y'all, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm King Tyson. Don't forget to like and subscribe like I always tell y'all at the beginning or the end of my videos. Check it out. If you want to write me, you want to get my advice, you want to get my opinion about something, write me, King Tyson 713 at yahoo.com. I won't keep you waiting long. Also, too, if you have an idea of a video you want me to talk about, write me, King Tyson 713 at yahoo.com. So check it out. This video is about trust issues. Now, I know trust issues can break a relationship because sometimes you have people that are so caught up in if the person I'm with, are they cheating on me? Are you cheating on me? I think you're cheating on me. I had a dream that you were cheating on me. They're just obsessed with getting cheated on, that you feel like they feel like you're cheating on them. That's trust issues. You got some people that maybe they experienced from their past of in the past relationship that they was cheated on, so now they think, or once or twice, so now they carry it on to the next relationship that they think that you're too much of a good person, that something got to be bad with you, so they feel like you're gonna cheat on them. It's something like that, right? Or if you're in a long-term relationship and that there was some cheating involved or whatever in the past, and it's like you're trying to redeem yourself back from that. That they're gonna continue to bring it up, and that's one thing about cheating in a relationship, right? If you're a person who, let's just take it from the stance of a person who cheated in a relationship, right? So if you're a person that you've cheated, you stepped out in your relationship, and the person you would decide to forgive you, and y'all work it back out for whatsoever reason, right? Whatever happens, whatever the details, whatever, but y'all worked it out, right? You got to know that it's going to take time. It's going to take, and you have to have patience, because when you step out on somebody and the person finds out, that's a big blow to them. You know what I mean? It's a blow to, for one, they hurt that you did the actual deed. You know what I mean? Like you did the do. That's one hurtful thing. But the next thing comes from by you doing that, how involved were you with this person? Like, because the things and when you like, you're intimate with the person you with, but the person you cheating on with is like, now things have changed. Like, how intimate are you with them? What are the things you're doing with them that you're not doing with me? That plays into a factor, and that causes trust issues. So even if y'all work it out, that's what causes the trust issues, right? And so you have to have patience, and it's gonna be hard because it's gonna take a while for that person to trust you. I mean, sometimes they might see things, or things remind them, certain songs will remind them of the cheating you did, right? And so you like, damn, man, I gotta hear this again. I told you I was sorry. Like, you can't, that's another thing, you can't determine how long they're gonna be mad for. Like, you can't be mad because they mad that you cheating. You just have to, if you love this person and you did wrong, you have to just kind of suck it up. You have to be like, listen, I'm sorry. I really apologize. I love you. I'm willing to work it out with you. I'm still here. You took me back. Let's work it out. Now, I will say this to the person who, that got cheated on, is that, you definitely are hurt. I understand your feelings, right? But at the same time, I understand you could bring it up, and it's going to be hurt. It's going to be hurtful for a while, but you can't let it consume you to where because it starts being a burden on yourself to where you can't move on. And if you can't move on, then you don't need to be with the person if you can't move on. Now, I'm not saying forget it. I'm not saying forget what happened, what they did to you. I'm just saying that you forgive them. And when let me explain something. When you forgive someone, you don't forgive them, right? It's like you forgive you. It's like it's like when you forgive somebody, it's for you. It's not necessarily for them. It's for you, and for you to accept it, their forgiveness. But it's almost like excuse me. It's almost like a release. It's supposed to be a release for it not necessarily clear your mind, but for you not to be weighed down by it. for you could able to, okay, this is the step that I accepted it. I can't change it. I could try to move on for it, and I won't let it tie me down and weigh my life down, because, you know, that's the issue. And so I know you're gonna be on edge for a while, because you always gonna. So when a person feel like they step out the house, you automatically think, your mind goes, okay, they stepping out the house, they going out, they doing this, they doing that. They could be with somebody else, are they still talking to the same person, or whatever. It's a lot of things go on when there's cheating involved, and it causes big trust issues. But what I'm telling you is that you can't forget about it, but you also can't bring it up every day. You can't bring it up all the time. It's like, it probably, when it's fresh, yeah, you're going to bring it up, it's going to hurt. But after a while, you have to eventually, I'm not saying get over it. I'm just, at first, I'm just saying that you have to find some kind of resolution where you could move past it and move forward into the relationship. If you don't, that burden will take you on. I'm telling you, and then you will have it'll take a hold on you to where you can't. It's hard for you to. That's all you think about. That's all you consumed about is what that person that you're with, that you love, did to you, and you can't let it have that much power over you, because you thinking about the person that they cheated with. That person will probably, now that they got busted, your person and the person that got, you know, cheated with or whatever, they probably done moved on. You know, you know, whatever happened, they moved on. They not even thinking about you, you know, but you just thinking about the person, steady breaking up and with the person you with, and just, you know, you have to move forward. You have to move forward, you know, and I understand that what's, you know, the feeling, because nobody wants to get cheated on. It's a fucked up feeling to get cheated on, you know. So my thing is that you can't let it consume you, is what I'm trying to say. You know, yes, it's fucked up, and you can move, you have to find a comfort place that when you feel settled at, and you can say, okay, and accept everything, like, okay, let's move on. But before you do that, you have to ask the person. And listen, if you're the person who done the cheating in the relationship, you have to be open and honest. Nothing like cheating, you got caught cheating, you steady lying about it, you never been into it. Once you get busted cheating, don't lie about it anymore. The one time you can lie, you got one time to say, "Oh, you cheating on me?" You can say no. But then when they come out with the evidence, okay, now it's time to, okay, yeah, I'm, you know, yeah, I cheated. You gotta say it. You cannot keep, because then you just playing in your partner's face. You playing in your spouse's face. Now you trying to insult their intelligence. Normally when a person come at you about cheating, especially a woman, if a woman coming at you about cheating, normally they got some type of proof. They just want to see what you're going to say. Fellas, that's a gem for you. If your woman ever come to you about cheating, 9 times out of 10, she got some type of proof. So wherever it came from, whether it came from a friend of hers, a friend of yours, it came from an email, a text message, a phone call, a DM, whatever the case is, they got some kind of proof somewhere. So, you know, if once you come out with the physical proof, you busted. No sense to keep lying. Own up to it. Take accountability. Y'all want fellas, you want ladies to take accountability for themselves and things that they do. If fellas, if we get caught cheating, you got to take accountability of what you did, right? So once you take the accountability, I ain't no telling what she might do. She might swing on you, whatever. I'm not condoning no violence. I'm just saying you can't control how a person feeling their emotions. That's why cheating is so dangerous, especially when you're married, because people take vows very seriously, especially if they got kids, they done been through some things. So the idea of you cheating, they finding out, you never know what a person will do. A man will snap. See, ladies, I want y'all to understand something. This is why I tell ladies it's so dangerous when a woman cheats and you with the man, right? Because men are not very emotional. You got some men are emotional, you know what I mean? But men typically are not emotional. We taught to suppress our emotions when we're younger. Don't cry. You a punk if you cry. You know, be a man. You like 5 years old. Don't cry, be a man. So as you get older, you never really learning how to express your feelings. You know, so when something happens, a man has everything pent up. We don't know how to express it, and a man could just snap. Men normally when it comes to emotions, when we snap with emotions, men normally tend to get violent. You know, that's the dangerous part about that with men. You know, women could, you know, cry. Women could do whatever, you know, when it comes to emotions. They could do all kind of stuff. They just, you know, but it's not like how men can be, you know. So that's what I wanted to say to the ladies, you know. But anyway, like I said, I'm sorry about that. I hate to say anyway, like I'm just brushing past it. That's a serious issue that I want people to understand, ladies to understand, and fellas to understand too. When cheating is a very dangerous game, you just never know what could happen. You never know what a person emotional mindset that can happen, because people just snap. You ever hear people go to jail, people go to prison, and they say, damn, I just blacked out. That's a real life thing. You could be so mad and things can hit you, you just black out, and you never know what'll happen, right? So that's one thing I wanted to say. Very dangerous situation. But you know, when it comes to trust issues, right? And I always said, like I said, you can't let it consume you, right? You can't let it consume you. You have to, like I said, you have to find. So okay, listen. So once you own up to the person that person done a cheating. Once you own up to it, then you got to talk about what happened, why. Be open and honest. Why you feel like you cheated. If you cheat, be open and honest. Like, this is not the time to say, I don't know why I cheated. I just, you know, it was just available. No, you got to be open and honest. What's going on? A lot of times I want my ladies to understand this too. Ladies, when a man cheats, 9 times out of 10 when a man cheats, it has nothing to do with our woman at home. 9 times out of 10. You got exceptions to the rules, but 9 times out of 10, men normally don't cheat because of their woman. If men cheat, they cheat because, you know, men, it's just in our nature to want to be with different women, right? I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying all men cheat. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that men, a lot of times men really don't have a reason why they cheat. They can have the baddest woman. Look, you could be a Cardi B, a Beyonce, whatever woman you want to put that's a top tier woman who has the money, who has the fame, who's the sexiest, whatever. And the man is still cheat. So what I'm saying is that, and I'm not saying all men cheat. I'm just saying some men will cheat in a relationship. But fellas, if you cheating and your woman finds out, you gotta, and they ask you why. And I'm telling the ladies, ask the man why. Why did you cheat? You have to give a more valid answer than I don't know, it just happened. Like, you gotta be valid, because it's gotta be one. It's gotta be a reason, and can you get past it? Because sometimes, I ain't gonna lie, fellas, we don't know why we cheat. We like with that, and a lot of times, ladies, real talk, you do got situations where I ain't gonna say it kind of happened, but I will say is that you got other women that will kind of like, when they see you in a, this is why I tell ladies in a relationship, you have to stay, if you're in a relationship with your man, you have to stay in competition, not against your man, but in competition with other women. This is why I say, ladies, when you're in a relationship, you always have to continue doing the things you was doing when you first got with your man. Continue doing that up. Do not let up on things. I know things happen, things change. Maybe kids are born or whatever. But ladies, for the most part, you gotta continue doing what you're doing, because long-term relationships, eyes start wandering a little bit. Then when eyes start wandering a little bit, then, you know, text messages happen. Then when text messages happen, then phone calls happen. And when phone calls happen, then the meeting up, oh, it's just a lunch date. It's nothing else, you know, but it's behind your woman's back. It's behind the person's back. Then after that, then it's just a kiss. Then it's just a kiss, and then the kiss goes to touching, and then touching goes to licking, and then licking goes to whatever. You know what I'm saying? So everything is in a progressive, if anything, the start of it progressed to other things. So you have to be, that's why I tell ladies, you gotta be, and I'm saying, I know ladies gonna say, well, it don't matter what you do, men are still cheat. Not all men cheat, you know? But yeah, so, and this is for a woman. If a woman cheat, you gotta say, what's the reason why? You gotta give a definitive answer, of what's the reason. It's because it gotta be some type of reason. And do you feel like you're gonna cheat again? Can we get past this? If I allow you to be back in my life, can you get past this? Like, it's probably gonna take time. Give me some time. And if you get caught cheating, you have to give your spouse, the person you with, you have to give them time to, once everything, once all the melee, all the crazy stuff of the reaction of what happened or whatever happens, once it gets to a calm point where y'all can talk about it, then you got some decisions to make. Is it going to be a separation? Is it going to be a straight breakup? Or are we going to just still work it out? But things got to change. Something got to change. I say, don't cheat back. If you get caught, if the person you with cheats on you, I say don't do tit for tat. But hey, I know y'all gonna say, oh shit, if they cheat on me, I'm gonna go back. That's gonna make things worse, because then you being a tit for tat, you doing that, they find out, they'll be cheating back, and then it's like it's a game. Who could cheat more? Like that just don't make sense. Then that could get a crazy situation. So it's either like, take some time, think about what happened. If y'all could work it out, then that's it's a beautiful thing. And if y'all need to go to therapy, that's also a thing you could do as well. But for the most part, is with trust issues to getting over trust issues is you have to get everything out. You have to find out what's the reason why. And why did this happen? When did it? That's why one thing about women, when women find out that men cheat, women want to know the details, fellas. If you like, why she keep asking me all this? Because she want to know the details. She want to know what happened. Where'd you meet the woman at? What time did you meet her? Where did y'all have sex at? When did this start? How long have y'all been cheating? Like, they want to know everything detail for detail. Only thing, when men find out that our woman cheat, men want to find, and it hurt our ego, but then they want to find out. You know what? Nah, I ain't gonna go there. I ain't gonna go there. But I will say this though, is that, and that, because I'm gonna say I ain't gonna go there because it could be the same thing for a man too. But people want to know details. People that got cheated on want to know details because they want to pinpoint stuff that's like, I don't want to be crazy. Like, I want to pinpoint to back when things start acting, when you start acting up. Because normally when a person cheats, people start acting a certain way. They patterns start changing. People start acting different. They start acting distant. Maybe the sex be a little different between you and them. Things, we all know when person start cheating, things start being different. Let me say that. The person you with, so you know how they are. And if they start doing things differently, start moving different, then you might want to start doing some investigating. And that goes for men and women, But overall, what I was saying is that you got to be open and honest about everything if you get caught cheating or whatever. You know what I mean? You got to take accountability. You got to accept it. The person you with is going to be mad. He or she's going to be mad at you. You never know how they're going to act. You can't be mad at if they mad. Like, it don't make sense. Like, they're going to be mad at, because if you got cheated on, you would be mad. You know what I mean? So, and if you got to make a decision if you're going to take that person back or not, even if sometimes the separation might be good sometimes, because I always say separation is good sometimes because it gives you that distance away from the person to see if your distance does it make you still want to be with that person, and it makes the person appreciate you more because they have that feeling of you not being in their life. You know what I mean? So a separation is good sometimes. I almost recommend that after cheating, to kind of see what each other's missing, and then if it don't matter, if you don't feel no way, then you make a move off of that, but take your time, don't just jump off emotions of how you want to control the relationship after that, because you never know. Once the emotions, once everything dies down, y'all might could work it back out again. Who knows? But yeah, that's the only thing I want to say about that, about having trust issues. And I know a lot of those things play into a factor, and it's hard. So it causes you to have trust issues. But when you decide to take someone back after they cheated on you, you have to understand that by you taking them back, you're not nailing them to the cross every 5 minutes. You're not blaming them every 5 minutes. You agreed that, okay, I'm taking you back. I'm not forgetting. I'm forgiving. And I'm trying to be open-minded and working this thing out. You got to be patient with me, but I'm trying to work it out over my feelings. I'm going to still be hurt. And you have to allow yourself to get it out the way, to move forward. Not to say get over it, but to move forward. And if you feel like you can't move forward, no sense of you still being with this person, you torturing this person by always condemning them, you know. And then you're torturing yourself too, because you're causing yourself a lot of hurt. You know, let that person go. If you can't get past it, let it go. No sense of keeping both of y'all miserable by having all these trust issues and steady, you know, bringing it up, steady, like, bashing them for it, you know. Look, we gonna get past it or we not, you know. So that's what I want to say about the trust issues things. I appreciate y'all. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm King Tyson. Peace and blessings. I'm out.